Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a present box cake. I've made a cake for my neighbour, and I've decided to do a Tiffany box cake. Someone asked me about it, I can't remember who, and I had some leftover fondant, so I thought that, you know, that can be her birthday present. Okay, so I'm also going to show you how to do the bow on top. The Tiffany symbol, I used a stencil which I bought. I do sort of explain in the video how to do it without a stencil. You can sort of just try and trace it on. Otherwise, you buy a stencil and it kind of makes life easier. Or you don't even have to do the Tiffany & Co on top. You can just do the present box. Hope you enjoy. Okay, I've covered my cake with my turquoise coloured fondant. It probably could be a bit stronger in colour, but I just had some leftovers, so I've just used that. Okay, so next stage is to do the present gift box lid. So this is a 6-inch cake. I've got an 8-inch cake board because I'm going to cut out a circle, and you can see it's, you know, cut out a circle this size, and then I'll be able to fold it over and it will make that sort of gift box top. Okay, so I've rolled it out. You just want to hope it's about the same thickness. I've got maybe it's 1/4 centimetre. I'm going to put this over the top, and then I'm just going to cut around it. Probably cut my table at the same time. I've just grabbed some water and a paintbrush. I've painted the top of the cake. Sorry, my camera's on an angle so my cake looks slanty. And probably almost 1 centimetre down. Be so careful with water, it just kills fondant. So, you know, if you drop drips all over it, it creates holes in it. So, okay, now I'm going to carefully, very carefully, lift up my circle, put it on the cake, and hope for the best that I get it in the centre. And try not to stretch it. And then just gently, oh, I don't think it's in the centre. Anyway, that's hard to do. Very carefully press it down. Okay, that is not too bad. I'm going to get my smoother and just, it's actually not too bad. Quite happy with that. You can get the bottom of your fondant smoother. I've got a fondant smoother that's a square edge, and you can just sort of gradually tap around the bottom to make sure that it, you know, if you need to push it up, you can do that. If some bits haven't stuck down properly, you can almost just lift it up a little bit, and you can see here it's a bit funny, so just sort of gonna it's a bit funny down there. Anyway, that's alright, quite happy with that. Okay, so that's how you get the box part on top. Next thing is we're going to make the ribbon. Okay, I've got my white. I've just sort of make sure this is going to be the ribbon that goes over the cake. Just want to make sure it's long enough. Okay, and then I'm going to get 2 lots of ribbon out of this. So just trim the sides and cut out 2 pieces using a pizza roller, a pizza cutter. Okay, and I've got some silver pearly luster dust, which I'm going to put a little bit in the cap and then just dust over it. It's just going to give it that really nice shimmery look. And then I'm going to stick it on my cake. Okay, so I've just put some water on top. I'm just going to gently place my ribbon on one side. Oh, is that a balloon?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I've done so far. I'm going to do this bow on this side because then I've got my Tiffany's thing to go here, and the big bow is just going to fall like that. I haven't really done it as straight as I should have done it. So it's a bit bad, but you know, you get the idea. You can do a better job than me. Okay, for the next bit for the bows, I've just added some Tilo powder because we need the bow part to harden. There's no Tilo powder in the rest of it. It's all just fondant. Either this or use some sugar paste, gum paste, which is just fondant with a hardening agent anyway. Okay, I'm going to roll it out. Okay, now for the bow part, I'm going to basically cut out 2 rectangles. And that's not even, which is a bit annoying. Anyway, cut it out straight if you can. Right, now the next step is to take one part, roll it around to the other part. I'll lift that up a bit. I'll do it this way. You want to roll it over, loop it over like this, and pinch the edges. Now, I'm going to go and get some toilet paper to put in here to keep that up. So there's the edges pinched. Okay, so here's what they look like. Make sure you sort of smooth it out. You don't want any big lumpy bits of toilet paper. And then I'm going to just let those dry. That'll take a few hours, maybe even overnight. Okay, we're going to make the bottom of the ribbon. So I'm going to cut out some strips. And then we're going to cut it off at an angle on the bottom. And you can see they're not the same size either. Anyway. Okay, and at the top we're going to sort of pinch it as well. Okay, next step is to get the Tiffany symbol on you, and I've just put some masking tape over it to stick it in place, and I just did a few little practices on my piece of paper to see how I was going to do it. That was using like edible colouring, like making it paint. Thank God I practiced on paper. Anyway, I'm going to use edible markers to do it. Now, I know you won't all have a stencil, so what you can do is, you print off the Tiffany & Co logo or whatever logo you want, and then you trace it onto, you put it onto, sorry, I can't even think, tracing paper or baking paper, so the see-through paper you put over the top, you copy it over in lead pencil, then turn it over, and if you scratch on the back, you should get the little outline in lead pencil. I know it's not really, that great to use, but anyway, and then you'll see, lightly in pencil, and you can just paint or draw over the top of it. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the stencil off. It's not amazing, but, it will do. Okay, I've just cut out a strip here, squeezed both ends, and I'm going to put this over the middle of the bow and just tidy it up, and then I'm going to attach the bow. You can see up here I've just put the bottoms of the bow there. I'm just going to stick it all on so that I can put luster over it and just sort of finish it off. Okay, so that's my bow. It's a bit hard to tell with the toilet paper shoved in there. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to just paint it over with my silver luster just to give it that nice little shimmery look. And then I'll just leave the toilet paper in there overnight so that it hardens well.